Hi everybody, it's Jacqueline, and today I wanted to share a really fun product with you. It's called Deco Foil. It's by ThermoWeb, and I've actually just started using it recently, and I found it's a lot of fun. We're seeing metallics everywhere in the stores on all kinds of products, so this is a really fun and easy way for you to get that metallic look on your projects. So today I'm going to be working on a holiday table topper, and the first thing you need to do is grab your adhesive, and it comes in a package like this. And if you've ever done fusible applique for your quilts or fabric projects, this is going to look really familiar. It's kind of the same kind of a technique. So you grab your adhesive and you're going to trace your pattern onto it. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it out on the line. So now I've got my pattern piece traced and I'm going to cut it out. And you'll notice that I'm cutting it out right on the line, which is different from when you are doing fusible applique. If you're doing fusible applique, usually you leave a little bit of a border here and then you fuse it to your fabric and then you cut it out on the line. But for this, we're going to start out cutting it on the line because this is the actual shape. Remember, this is the adhesive. This is what the foil is going to stick to, and so you want this to look exactly like you want your foil shape to look. So once I get done cutting it out on the line, it's going to look like this. And here you can see I've arranged my pieces on my background. Now the next thing I'm going to do is grab a piece of parchment paper, and the parchment paper comes in the package. And we're going to put the parchment right over the top of our pieces. And be really careful not to move them around when we do it. And then take your iron. Now my iron is on a medium setting. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right down on the pieces. And I want to get them adhered very carefully before I start moving the iron around. So I'm just going straight up and down with my iron first. And then once I'm sure that the pieces are adhered, then I can move my iron a little bit to make sure that I've got the heat even. And this takes about 30 seconds. To make sure that they're adhered really well. Okay, so the next step is to be patient and wait for it to cool. It has to cool all the way before you remove these little pieces. So here I can show you these have cooled all the way and they just peel off really easily. And I don't know if you can see, there's a little bit of the shadow of where the adhesive was left behind where we ironed it on. Now the next thing I'm going to need is my actual foil. And the foil comes in a lot of different colors. I've got silver, gold, some of them come in flat sheets like this and some of them come in tubes. It's the same thing. Again, lots of different colors. It comes in silver, gold, blue, orange, green, red, just about anything you could think of for any project that you want to do. So the next thing to do is to grab our foil. Now today I'm going to be using the gold. And I'm going to put it over the top and make sure that all of that adhesive is covered. I want to make sure the entire area is covered. And I'm going to put it with the shiny, with the color side up. And again, I want to cover it completely with my parchment paper. I don't want to touch the iron to the foil without the parchment paper over it. It'll get all kind of wrinkly and weird on you. And you want it to stay nice and smooth. So now we're going to be doing the same thing. Hold it really still. Make sure that we're staying on the parchment paper. Make sure everything's covered with the parchment paper. And just move the iron really gently. And this step takes like 30 to 40 seconds. So you have to be, again, a little bit patient. Okay, so 30 to 40 seconds for this step. Okay, so now I've let this cool completely. I can remove the parchment paper. And it's really key to let this cool completely. If you don't let it cool, that metallic is not going to release onto the adhesive. So now that it's all cool, I can very gently start to pull the corner up and you will see that the metallic has adhered to the fabric. You can sew over this, you can quilt over it, it's washable. Another thing to remember is that unlike fusible applique, you don't have to reverse your pieces. You just trace your pieces on going the correct direction. That would be important if you're doing anything like words. So that's it. That's what it looks like. So that's how easy and fun it is to use Deco foil. I hope you'll try it on your next project, and I think you'll enjoy it. Bye.